Well, hey folks, happy Sunday. I went to a baby shower today for one of our nephew. Our nephew is having a baby. We're super excited. It was a really nice event. It was in downtown San Jose at Viva's Pizza in Little Italy. Bibos, something like that. Anyway, it was really good. We enjoyed it. We listened to people yell and scream during the World Cup. Saw a little bit of highlights here and there. And then I came home and decided, hey, I should cook a new video for you guys today. So we're going to make baked potatoes, but the spin is it's going to have beef stroganoff in it. So I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. I've never made it before. And you guys need to make sure to let me know if you enjoy it or not because I love it when you guys make comments. All right, let's get cracking. Have a nice Sunday. Cheers. Here are all the ingredients that you'll need for this recipe. We've got baked potatoes, onion, uh, mushrooms, chicken stock, a little white wine, some top sirloin steak that's thinly sliced that we will slice up more, hot paprika, which I've never used before, sour cream, minced garlic, and there's our salt and pepper. We'll also need a little flour. I didn't bring that out, but you'll see it as we get going in the recipe. Bon appetit. All right, the first step is you take 4 potatoes and you clean them and dry them off, and then we put some olive oil and salt and pepper all over them after we've stabbed them with a fork. So if you've had a bad day, you can be stabbing potatoes. Anyway, we do get those all prepped, and then we put them in the oven for an hour at 425. Yay. Bon appetit again. Have I ever showed you guys my fire pit? Got it all ready to go for the summer, and I bought stuff to make s'mores. I know it's not the same as a camp out, but it's still fun to make them. So I think we're going to have s'mores for dessert. Yum. Okay, guys, we cooked them in the oven. As you can see, no pan or anything underneath them, just directly on. There we go. You can see we're going to cook it directly on the shelf. We don't use a pan of any kind. So we're going to cook it at, like I said, 425 for 1 hour. All right, we took our meat and it was very tender, so I didn't tenderize it. The recipe calls to tenderize the meat, but this didn't need to be tenderized. So we cut it up into small strips and then we put in the hot paprika and some salt into a bag. Then we're going to put this all into a bag and shake it all up and coat it well. All right, there is our meat all shooken up in this little bag with the spices. Now we're going to prep the rest of the meal. All right, we've got the baked potatoes and got 20 minutes left. So what we're going to do is start preparing the beef stroganoff portion of this meal. The meat has been sitting in this bag with the paprika and salt and pepper. Then we've got the mushrooms prep, the onions prep. We got the sour cream ready. We got the white wine, the chicken broth. So everything's ready. First thing we're going to do is we're going to brown the meat. All right, we've got the meat browned. There it is. I tasted it. It's delicious. Now we have turned down the heat a little bit and we're adding in some butter. And we're going to take the onions and add the onions and get them nice and translucent. And then we're going to add the mushrooms. All right, we have sauteed the onions and the mushrooms, and we're getting ready for the next step. It smells really good. I'm looking forward to this meal. All right, then we add in 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 minced garlic, which I don't know is about a tablespoon, and then 2 tablespoons of flour. Mix that all up. We added the white wine and the chicken broth. And it's starting to smell very good, and you can see it's starting to get like a consistency of kind of a stroganoff. It's looking good. All right, we let this simmer for 5 minutes and then we'll remove it and do the next step. We've got to add some Worcestershire and some mustard. So I forgot to tell you that would be in the recipe, but you can see how nice and thick this is. It's looking good. All right, we remove this from the stove and look at how nice and thick this looks. We're going to add sour cream, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce off of the stove. Make sure you take it off. All right, we've added the sour cream, the Dijon mustards, and Worcestershire sauce. We're going to stir this all up, and then we're going to add the meat back. Looking good. There we go. We're adding the meat to the sauce now, and it looks really good. as you can see, the potatoes are all cooked. We've cut them in half and kind of spread them open like a book. We're going to take a fork and we're going to kind of smush it up a little bit inside. And then we're going to top them with this yummy stroganoff. I'm telling you, this is actually looking really good. All right, there we go. We got 4 big potatoes with a bunch of beef stroganoff. I'm telling you, this looks so good. Nice hearty meal. And bon appetit. Okay, guys, I'm going to give this a try. First time making it, first time tasting it. Let's go. We have a winner. You guys are going to love this recipe. Give it a try.